Yo, hey, hello everyone! I decided to make a very small video about Great Bay Temple for 100%. I'm going to upload more 100% stuff in the future because apparently a few people want to learn it, and there are like those small things everyone has problems with. So I wanted to start off with Great Bay. I wanted to start the entire thing a little earlier because of the back-to-back race, as you can see for my Gypto mask video. I just decided to go a little more in depth with a few tricks I used to have problems with when I started with 100%. So the first thing I want to start with is the turnkey skip, which you need at the end of Great Bay Temple because this trick used to kill like 70% of my runs when I started, until I had a deeper look into this strat. So what you want to do, if you were like me here, then you probably sort it out already. A mistake I've seen and did a lot is like you come from here and you go here and you start hovering and it doesn't work and you don't know why. Well, the first thing you need to do for the trick is load the room. Look at the minimap. The minimap is a very important part of this. Once you can see that the room switches on the minimap, you loaded the other room. You can also see that by the water thingy there. Oh well, yeah, but like going up and down. But rather use the minimap because you're doing 100% anyway. So once you loaded this room, or usually you come from here and you go here and you have gold dust equipped. I don't have gold dust right now. I'm gonna use the ocarina. So what you want to do is, I'm gonna invert. Oh well, no fucking inverting. So, you see this little texture here, right? So you want to go in the center of it. It doesn't really matter if you're a little more to the left or a little more to the right. It's not really precise. But what's important is you're at the center. And then you turn by 180 degree. Get ISG. Do a hover and a chew hover. The reason for that is simply the height, so you don't fall down again. So what I did, and what I've seen lots of people do in here, is do another chew hover. What will happen is this. You will drop down and you will lose your chew. Now, few people of you will say, wow, well, that works for me every now and then. I have no clue why this happens, but you shouldn't do that. No one does that. You should use a bomb here. So... oh wow, it unloaded. So yeah, you're gonna do a bomb hover, chew hover, bomb hover, and then another chew hover which you untarget with. There's another small little thing I wanted to show you. So bomb, chew, and now do another bomb hover. Okay, now you want to untarget with the next chew. The reason for that is if you don't do that, if you do another chew hover now, and then drop down and untarget, you're gonna, it might happen that you fall out of screen too far and you can't target the chew anymore, so it's not gonna work. So you want this chew to untarget, so do another chew hover here and untarget it with it. Now you can drop down because your camera is unlocked. I'm gonna jump in bounds again, just to do the entire thing again. Okay, load the room, because as you've seen on the minimap, you need this room loaded. That was not ISG. That was not ISG either. That was not ISG either. That was ISG. So in case you have ISG, you can just do chew hover. 1, 2. Use a bomb. Untarget. If you can target with the first one, just use another chew. Don't do a backflip and try to untarget with like the chew when you're out of screen. That might kill your run. So now fall down a little below this. Okay, now what I used to have problems with, I don't know if I turned. It doesn't really matter how low you drop, but you have to make sure you turn. A good key, a good visual key is the minimap again. Look at the minimap. There is that arrow, and you can like I'm gonna this is neutral position. So you can hold straight pretty much, and you'll see by how much you turn, and then you can like try to figure out where to release the stick and do the turn. So look at the minimap and then try to turn, and you will see once you turned, your angle is not important as long as it does not look like this. Because if your back is more towards the inside, more towards the center of the map, you're gonna end up inbounds, and you'll have to do hovers towards to the right once you target again. So don't do that. Rather, hold back and target. It's not really that bad if you're like too far to the like downwards with your back. As long as you don't end up inbounds, it's absolutely okay. So now just do hover. What you want to do is look at the yellow arrow. The yellow arrow is the most important part at this hover, because at this one you can see where you're at. So another thing here is you should not look for the center of the arrow, neither should you look for the back or the tip of the arrow. Look for like how do you say that? You see the like a little before the tip of the arrow pretty much is where you're at. So that's what you should look at. And make sure you're not too far to the right, so that your arrow is a little more inbounds like this. Because if it's not like that, you might end up falling down, and your room won't load because you're past the loading zone for the room. So you want to make sure that you are actually there. So as I said, don't look for the center of the arrow. The center of the arrow can even be a little behind the part. Like, you can see that there is this small little thing which shows you can go there. I wish I had a cursor on VC, but I don't. And like, even if you do this, it should still work because you're not falling out of bounds here. And now pull the gold dust, which I don't have, and that's actually pretty stupid. And I'm bad at mashing, so I'm gonna buffer it. And now you're gonna fall down, and you'll end up here. Never look for the center of the arrow. Always look for like the first third of the arrow to be in this part, because you're not at the center of the arrow. And I can just hit B and the room will load. That's basically everything you need to know about it. That was a very long video. So yeah, if you just do it like that, you should have a 100% consistency with this trick, or at least 99.9. If you have enough chews, like you need 8 chews at that part, and that shouldn't really be a problem. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helping you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Feel free to PM me on Twitch, YouTube. Well, I usually don't read the YouTube stuff, and well, I read the comment section, but private messages are a little weird on YouTube. Or just ask me on Twitter or wherever you feel like. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I hope this was helping you. If you have questions with other stuff, feel free to ask me and I might make a video about it, because I'm just recording from scratch. So bye.